We're waiting for Zoom to fully transfer over to Facebook Live, but we are super fired up. You see my buddy Renita's right there. So it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. And we are good to go. I just need to turn this volume down right here. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our Facebook Live, our Share It and Build It. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been like 3 weeks, I think, but we are super excited. I've missed this lady. I've talked to her, but it's not the same when I don't get to see her. So tonight's a special thing. We're going to talk about, as I've been touring the world, people have been asking, what are the two things, and I know Renita gets this all the time, what are the two things that make ZPA different than everything else? So you're going to have the answers to that. And the United States, we finally have the pack we've been waiting a year and a half for. So we're going to be talking about that. There's a few, it's a transition. So we're going to give you some upside on that and how you can start ordering that and what we're going to do at university. But before we do anything, I just want to give a massive shout out and my co-host, one of my dearest friends in this world, love her family death, phenomenal health professional. She's at a meeting right now with Zen and with Envy rocking in North Dakota. She just came downstairs to do this live. So Renita, hello.
Hello. I've got 22 fired women upstairs that are drinking Zen shakes and getting their faces sprayed with Envy, and they're all on board.
I love it.
Oh.
I love it. And remember, everybody, that if you're on here, we're watching this. Kathleen's on, Marion's on, Ness, Don Grace. We got all these people. As you're joining, just remember, we're on the Facebook. I got my iPad Pro right here. So we're going to talk. Renita and I will talk for about 20 minutes. We'll interact. If you have questions, ask as we go. And then what we'll be able to do is then we'll do some Q&A on that. So, Renita, it's been some fun. You see I'm sporting the Chile National
I love the
soccer jersey.
Yes. So tell us about Chile, Mark. Tell me about that.
What I can say is you and I remember meeting you for the first time back in the day, Renita, and we talked about making a difference in the world. And it just goes to the power of the Jeunesse Global outreach. What I love is the message. So Chile was probably one of the most special tours I've done at all I love all my tours. So everyone watching, don't worry, I love, but from a point of national media that we've done media everywhere. But to see that, I think we did 9 national media segments. So we were there for 5 days. Hunter and I flew in, and like Lily Ago was with us the whole time. We then flew to our first city, and we were right there. We had national media waiting. So we did, I think, 3 national TV interviews. We did 4 national magazine interviews, and then we did all national radio. And it was incredible. And then we had national reporters actually watching the event, being part of the experience. So to see the power, and their number one question is what we're talking about tonight. Why are we different? And when they started hearing why we're different, the 2 simple things, they loved it. Because Chile's having struggle. I mean, and what we've seen, no matter where we go, whether it's United States, whether it's Canada, whether it's in Europe, whether it's in Africa, whether it's in Asia, whether it's in South America, whether it's in Australia, New Zealand, people are struggling with their health. And that's the challenge. So all the continents, I don't know about Antarctica because I don't know how many people are in Antarctica struggling right now.
Not yet.
No,
Mark.
so I don't know about Antarctica, but the rest of the continents in our world are struggling. And that's why we created Zen Project 8. So tonight, I think when we talked about, we wanted to accomplish 2 things. We want to share the 2 things that make us different than everything else. You're going to talk about one, I'm going to talk about the other. And then I know for everyone in the United States, we launched Zen Project in the U.S., and we've been working on a sign-up pack that we've launched around the world, and we have finally have it here and at Jeunesse University East and Jeunesse University West in the next couple of weeks, East this week, West next week. We're rocking it. So, but before we dive into the 2 things, and I'm sad that you're not in New Jersey. Renita will be leading this workout with me in LA, but I'm solo, unfortunately, in New Jersey. So before we go on, let me share. If you're going to New Jersey, we are doing the first ever Zenergize workout in partnership with Jeunesse Kids. It's something that we're going to do consistently from now on. And it's a $30 fee. It's a donation. 100% of donations are going to go to the Children's Home Society of New Jersey. And what we're working with them on is something called the Teddy program. And that's the Dance Institute. It helps 200 to 300 underprivileged children that have a dream to dance. And they either do it during school or after school, and it gives them the financial need. So $30 will be part of the workout to sweat it out. It's going to be a powerhouse workout. all $30, you're going to get obviously a Jeunesse Kids t-shirt. You're going to be part of an experience, but 100%, every single dollar, penny are going to the Teddy program. So the $30 that you invest to be part of it is to generate. And our goal is simple. We want to generate at least $6,000. We're going to break that by far, but that's the key with Jeunesse Kids. So Renita, I know you're going to fire up for the Anaheim one, but just anyone who's coming to New Jersey, tell them why they should come to this workout.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the energy, the cause, the camaraderie. I mean, I'm just telling you about, first of all, to start your day with sweating and feeling amazing and reducing those cortisol levels by getting out there and working with Mark McDonald and myself. I tell you, it's just those moments. I look back in the course of the last 10 years and some of these workouts that we've done together with people where they're literally out there pouring with sweat, pouring for a cause, are some of the most memorable moments I have, Mark. I mean, it is such team building, such team fellowship. And when you know that you're doing it for the kids, I even have my bracelet on. I don't ever stop wearing it because, I bought a goat. And when I bought a goat for a mom, this is, you guys know what this is, right? The Rafiki bracelet. So it's a friendship bracelet that we are able to benefit this organization. We're giving back to the families and especially the kids of not only other countries, but right here in the U.S. So they're partnering with local groups. I love it, Mark. It's just not a better reason to work out. You know what I mean? These kids are praying for a reason that they have enough money to be able to dance and praying for a solution to their financial straits so they can dance. And we have the ability to help that. And we have the ability to move our bodies. So we better get out there and do it, Mark.
Yeah, and I just know what we invest in Hunters soccer, and you know what you invest in your three boys and eventually Hope. So we're fortunate to be able to do that. Yes. But there's a lot of kids out there with a passion to actually do that. And unfortunately, a lot of sports and programs aren't free. So we need to help. So that's why I love this partnership. In Anaheim, we'll have a different charity. And that's what I love about Jeunesse Kids. It's for everywhere we go, there's a specific partnership in that community. So it actually hits the ground where we are. And that's so if you're coming now, listen, if you can't make it to New Jersey, you're not coming to Anaheim, still go to the blog. You just go to Jeunesse.global.com, go to the blog, the post from today. Let me show it one more time. It's right here. You can still donate your $30. If you don't want to work out, you can still go here and you can simply go register now. You can register for it and just send an email saying, look, I'm not going to come to the workout, but here's $30 to help the Teddy program. That's the power of it. We want to generate from that side. And remember, 100% of every single dollar is going to these kids. And that's why we do what we do.
I love it, Mark. Everyone should be there. Everybody that's at every one of those events should be at that workout. Plus, I love the name, Zenergize.
Exactly. And then Renita, now the New Jersey one is going to be great, but the Anaheim one, because Renita's going to lead it with me, is going to be off the hook.
We're going to have some fun.
So get ready. Kathleen says that she wants us to fly. I love that. I wish I could fly everyone down to it. So, But just know, be there in spirit. And once again, if you can't make it, feel free to still donate, because remember, the more kids we can help, the better.
Absolutely.
So we talked about the most important thing for tonight. Now let's talk about the rest of the show. We wanted the two unique things. Now, I always say plan, products, community with Zen. We talk about, we have a unique plan, just a powerful detox, ignite, thrive phase.
Right.
Restart for Europe, obviously not detox. And then we have our product line with Zen Fuse, Zen Fit, Zen Shape, and Zen Prime. And then we have what we already know, the most incredible community. So we already know that. But when I was doing media, you can't, in a bite-sized national media interview, say those three things. People won't understand them. So I broke it down into two simple things. The two ways that make Zen different than everything else is our eating philosophy, which is PFC every 3, and our Zen Fuse shake. So Renita, our dear friend, and let me just show everyone before Renita dives in and she goes on her power, which we know, and her husband, Scott's watching. Renita, I saw him just jump on.
Oh, praise God, Scotty the hottie.
Yep. So right here in the group, there's a blog in the 10 steps. Remember, everyone, if you're new, you go to the Zen Project 8 group, facebook.com/group/Zen Project 8. You click on the pin post. And then this blog right here on why diets fail and how Zen's PFC every 3 is your solution will walk you through the science of it. but we are ending the dieting madness. And that truly what everything else, and Renita, I think it's perfect because we can't mention the other company's name that of the ladies that are doing it, but we know competition out there. So let's talk about the number one way we're different is our eating philosophy. Share with us how you just did a meeting with 22 women, and many of them are doing a program based upon dieting. So how do you position how we're unique with our eating philosophy?
The number one thing I tell them is PFC every 3 like a baby, Mark. And I think that when people understand that we move from a point of restriction to a point of nourishing, I always think the word restrict means to cut back. And usually when you're telling someone you're going to restrict something, they're probably going to go out and have more of it, right? But with Zen Project 8 and with PFC every 3, it moves from not restriction, but learning how to nourish your body with the appropriate nutrients, the macronutrients, proteins, fats, carbohydrates. It actually teaches people that they can eat like this for the rest of their lives. They can feed their families this way. And so PFC every 3 is just a great summary of how you do life. And when we talk about Zen Project 8, it literally is a packaged way of sharing that with the masses. And of course, we have the amazing ZenFuse shakes and the ZenFit, those amazing supplements. But when I talk to people, a major difference is, this is 95% whole food nutrition. We're literally teaching people how to eat right, Mark. And 5% of it is those amazing supplements like the Fit and the Fuse. But the reality is people are using this as a launching pad for the rest of their lives. And so when I was just visiting with a couple of the girls upstairs, they go to a CrossFit gym and they basically said, yeah, I always feel tanked. We're always exercising on an empty stomach. I kind of described it like, when you're exercising, you feel really good. And then internally you kind of go whoosh and you kind of keep going because you're in the game and you're kicking butt. But internally you don't feel strong. You feel weak, Mark. And they all could relate so well to that because that's how they've kind of been doing their workouts and living their lives. Because I said, you got to eat a PFC about 30 minutes before you exercise and you'll be way more efficient with your workout. They're like, oh my gosh, I never do that. And so fundamentally, it's drastically different than anything else in the marketplace because we don't teach restriction, Mark. We teach people how to nourish their bodies with PFC every 3 like a baby.
I love it. And that's in every national media interview. That's what they said. How are you different? And I said, everything else on the market is teaching deprivation, dieting, and restriction. And what we teach you is how to balance your hormones by balancing your food, how to eat the food you love in the right balance to permanently achieve the goals that you want for your friends, your family, and yourself. And that's exactly it. So if everyone can just, when we talk about this, because this is our business coach, it's sharing and building it. It's important that you get the message down. So that's why Renita can talk to someone and then she can immediately convert them. She does media. You got to practice. So I always think about my first publicist, my first big national media interview years ago. I wasn't that great at it because I didn't practice enough. I thought I could wing it. But the more you do something, the clearer you get at it. You got to define your message. So your first action item is the number one way Zen Project 8 is different than everything else. Because we don't lead with a product. You lead with a philosophy because the product supports the philosophy. Yeah,
I want to chime in here because it was interesting. This group of women said, well, we've heard Stacy, who was the host of the party, we've heard her talking PFC every 3 all the time. She talks it on Facebook. She talks it when we run into her. And we didn't even understand the Zen Project 8 until tonight when we got to her party. But she's been talking about PFC. So it really is this lifestyle, Mark, that people just begin to live. And the Zen Project 8 is a great way to get people started in an exact system of how to launch their health.
Exactly. And then that leads us to the second one. So the number one way we're different is we don't teach dieting. We don't teach restriction. We teach to nourish. And we have an eating philosophy which will balance your blood sugar, which will balance your hormones. And that empowers people to live something for the rest of their life. Now, what we realize, and this is why these interactive events we do, these experiences, we call them our Zen experiences, is we show people as protein, fats, and carbohydrates, and we share why you need to eat balanced meals every 3 hours. Well, the problem is we're all busy. So the second thing that makes us different is the flagship product of the whole Zen Project 8, ZenFuse. It's truly the greatest protein product that I've ever had the opportunity to be part of. And let me explain why. We talk about the protein blend. We understand that you need to eat every 3 hours now. Well, people skip mid-morning, mid-afternoon. And because they do that, they burn muscle and then they overeat at lunch and they overeat at dinner. Well, with ZenFuse, it's as simple as having a shake or a meal in less than 5 minutes. You can do you can add 2 meals to your day, because most people are eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now we're adding 2 meals to their day, which is basically $2 a shake. That's what it comes down to when you look at the investment on it. And now immediately within 5 minutes, they have that. Now, what makes it so different? Well, other shakes are just made with a whey protein, or they're made with a soy protein, which is by far even worse and cheap. And that's going to go through them in an hour. We did a fast-acting protein of a whey with a micellar casein, but we broke that down to even a higher cellular level to actually make a TrueCell product that's a protein blend of slow-acting protein. So you have fast-acting, slow-acting, which keeps you satisfied for 2 hours longer than any other shake on the market. Gluten-free, soy protein-free, perfectly PFC balanced. It has your 5 strains of probiotics, your 5 grams of fiber. The shake is the most powerful protein meal replacement or protein shake in the world right now. And what we know is it's your perfect gap filler. You can use it for breakfast. You can drink it in just water alone. You can make it a pudding, which I love to do each night now. You can bake with it. So when you say what makes us different, is not only do we have an eating philosophy, we created a product that actually solves the problem. Because once you realize you need to eat 5 times a day, who has times for that? Right. We have a solution. The combination of these two things is what makes it more unique than anything else in the world. How do you talk about ZenFuse, Renita?
I love it. I mean, exactly what you just said. And I love it because it is a total meal replacement for people. It is a fill in the gap it is a great post-workout or pre-workout even. I love that it's not just one thing for one person. I mean, I have people that are using it post-workout and loving it. I have people that are having it right before they go to bed because they love that casein right before they go to bed, because we know that helps to build lean mass when you're sleeping, right? And so there's all these great things that everybody who is joining Zen Project Day. I mean, we just had Mr. Minnesota join. He's a bodybuilder. This guy's crazy ripped. And he's like, I love this stuff. Like, he loves it. And so I love that no matter if you're a person that's trying to lose weight or you're a person that is in the realm of getting super fit, I mean, it really accommodates all of those people, Mark. I love that. And coupled with the PFC every 3, like you said, there is nothing else like it. Nothing else is teaching you actually how to nourish your body with the appropriate nutrients, and then has amazing state-of-the-art unstoppable supplements to go along with it. I mean, it's just like the perfect storm.
Love it. Okay, so everyone, this is your action items before we dive into the US model, is to practice when someone says, what makes Zen Project different, is to get clear on those 2 things, the eating philosophy and ZenFuse. Own that. Learn your talking points. Realize how you can deliver a message that matters. Then you can point to the tools. So once you have that down, you can obviously share this webcast. You can share our ZenFuse video. You can share the ZPA video, the other blog, The Importance of Protein Shakes and Why We Made ZenFuse. You have the tools at your disposal. But the most important thing is that you're confident, because the tools don't matter. And I'll just share this. It doesn't matter if you're not confident in the message you're delivering.
Right.
People will buy you first. So practice how you're going to say this, deliver this, own this. Many of you coming to New Jersey, I think tonight, tomorrow, the next day, practice. What makes this different? I love Kathleen. She says, I describe as a heart of Jeunesse. So Kathleen's got her story, and you keep fine-tuning it, and it sets you up to win. And that's Mark, the power of it. Yep.
Mark, I want you to say one more time why, what the study they did.
You mean the protein?
Yeah, go ahead.
The types of proteins?
Yeah, and why it's so good, because it's 2.5 hours longer. Let's hear that again.
Yeah, so this is what makes ZenFuse the best shake in the world. You have all the other stuff, the PFC, probiotics, fiber, but we designed it with 2 protein blends, because in all my research, we realized a whey protein feeds the muscle. So that's fast-acting protein. So you just think fast-acting. But then micellar casein is a slow-acting protein, and we broke that down at a greater cellular level to make something called TrueCell by partnering with a company called Glanbia. Jeunesse Global has exclusive rights to TrueCell. So TrueCell can only be found in ZenFuse and only through Jeunesse Global. The combination of the TrueCell protein blend with the whey protein keeps you satisfied 2 hours longer than any other shake on the market. And I would say personally that for me, because we can't, from a legal perspective, you can't say it's the best blood sugar balancing shake. But what I've seen in myself and what I've done in my own testing is that the shake is so powerful at just balancing, keeping you stable to help you keep you satisfied in between those meals to win.
I love it. Thanks, Mark. See, so by getting on the webinar, I just took that with my phone, and I'm going to learn that, how he just said that. I'm going to listen to that about 10 times so I can talk that. And that's what you guys should be doing with these webinars as well. Listen to the verbiage and how we're delivering it so that when you talk, you gain confidence by saying it yourself, right? And in worst case scenario, I'll just take that 37-second video I just took and I'll send it out to people what says, what makes your protein shake better? I'll say, let's listen to Mark McDonald. And I'll just duplicate that. See that, Mark? That's how this works.
That's it. I love it, Renita. That's why it's live coaching. And I just think when someone says, I don't think so, or, I can get something cheaper at Costco, I just say, then try it. Because when you try it, like Mr. Minnesota does, you love it because it keeps you satisfied longer than anything else. You just feel it. You feel that you're not hungry. I know the differences of the proteins. Now, once again, everyone's got different metabolisms, different stuff. So it's not 100% for everybody. We know that. There's always disclaimers here. But if you just test it and you have people experience it, they feel it out of the gate.
Absolutely.
Okay. Those are the two things. That's your main assignment for this week. This is your main coaching is practice the 2 reasons what makes Zen Project 8 unique. If you can own those, you're set up to win. Now, let's talk about the new US pack. I don't have a slide yet. I'm presenting it at the university, but I just want to give everyone a couple updates. So we've been working for a year and a half here to make this final pack for the US. Throughout the world, we've been focused on a 3-step model. Very simple. You get your Transform pack. You then get on auto ship. You get 2 bags of Zen Fuse because we know people run out of their shakes. So it's 2 shakes a day, 2 bags of Fuse. A shake is about $2 per shake. So it's a theme of 2s. And that keeps you staying on plan while still eating PFC every 3. And then you share with 2 people. What we did is we just launched. It's $399.95 for plus tax for the Transform kit. That's step 1. Step 2, obviously the 2 bags of Zen Fuse. But then we added on that Transform kit 120 retail sales bonus and 100 CV. The reason we did that is because when people are living it and they want to share it, we understand that I'm an entrepreneur, Renee's an entrepreneur. We want to change the world with health, but we also want to give people their time back. And time back for people can be $100 more a month, $500 more a month. It's dependent on you. Right. 120. So every time you share Zen Project 8, every time someone does a Transform, like Renita, you have the 22 ladies there. Let's say that one lady starts and she gets 4 of her friends. If she shares with 4 people, she's right there making what, 120, 240, $480. Powerful. So that model in Jeunesse, so this is what's going to happen. We are working on removing the rest of the packs. This will be the pack we will sell just like we've done around the world. It's very simple. The Transform pack will be $399. The auto ship will be 2 bags a month. That's the model we're teaching. That's step 1. Step 2, share with 2 people, and then we start to grow. The rest of the packs in the U.S., the Awaken pack, the Commit pack, those packs will be leaving. I don't know if they're going to be done by Jeunesse University, but we want everyone to understand if you want to load up on those, if you love those packs, realize they are going. And then what we're focusing on is on next Monday, Renee and I will do the exact presentation that I'm doing because in New Jersey, and this is the same in Anaheim, we're going to be focusing on the workout Saturday morning. I will present this 3-step model in the main event on Saturday night, and then I'm doing a breakout on Sunday. In Anaheim, Renita will do the breakout with me on Sunday. On Saturday, it will be the same format. But next Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, Renita and I will be going through this 3-step model for the U.S. Same model that we're doing around the world. The difference for the U.S., it's 120 RSP. It's the highest RSP that we've put on this Transform pack.
It's incredible.
Incredible.
Like, I'm just so excited about it. I can't even tell you how excited I am. I'm like, $120. You know, for some of you, when you were enrolling a brand new distributor, you were only making $40. So to make 120 is literally 3 times what you were making. This is a huge opportunity, you guys. It's like huge. I think it comes with 1 additional bag of shake mix. Am I correct, Mark, when I say that? Yeah,
so what we added was we made it so it's for 8 weeks. We made 4 bags of Zen Fuse. And once again, next Monday, we'll be presenting everything with the slide deck that we're doing at Jeunesse University. Sure. But we didn't want to show it before we launch it in the university. It's live now, though.
Right.
So the 120, it comes with 4 bags of Zen Fuse. And what we really wanted to focus on was we know that if someone shares with 2 people, that immediately they can now cover their shakes plus some.
Yeah.
Immediately. And that's the flow of the 3-step model. It's an authentic, organic build. And everyone in the U.S., trust me, we know this. We have full commitment, not just from Jeunesse Corporate, from the North American side. But we are rocking this. Renita has great plans. Calvin Becerra has great plans. Carlos Conchessos has great plans. We know this model will do extremely well in the United States, and we are going to start touring, and we're going to start driving it. We won't be neglecting the other parts of the world, but this is something that we know. Now, Canadians, Bev, Deborah, you know what? Becky Hurley, you know how much we love you. Mark and Tracy Regan. We are working. Stevie Jones, hopefully Canada will have ZenFuse approved by December. That's our objective here. We are working hard with Health Canada. It's been very challenging, but once this goes live, then we will obviously bring, once Canada Health ZenFuse gets approved, then we will take this to Canada as well.
We just got to give it up for those Canadians. Those guys are just, I tell you what, they're awesome people. They're awesome business builders. And, you know, when you know the best is yet to come, it's amazing how you can stick in there and hang in there, especially because we know the program and the current products that they have are phenomenal. But that kit is going to just be a launching pad for a lot of those people. So very exciting for Canada as well.
Yeah, and I promise when this goes live, I will start touring Canada. So for all the Canadians, it's coming. Trust me. We are working hard on it. So, Renita, I know that because everyone, we just launched this. University will be the official launch, but everyone in the U.S. can start doing this immediately. I know Renita's doing it. But as we figure out, as we remove the other packs, it's still being worked on. So, Renita, tell people if they're already building, like we got a Kathleen, you got a lot of people from the U.S. on right now, Sharon McCants. Share with them how to get started with this.
Absolutely. So there's two ways. Obviously, they can enroll as a distributor, which right now in the United States, it's a $1 sign up. And when they do that $1 sign up, they can get the kit for $3.99, which is amazing opportunity because they want to continue with their auto ship and get the cheapest possible price for the shake mix and the product. So it's a great time to get out there and share this $3.99 kit. But when they go to your site, I want to explain something to you because I've enrolled a couple people, and when you're signing them up, I'm actually going to just tell you exactly what you need to click on. So I usually, Mark, use the link that you do for Zen Project Date of how to get started. You have that beautiful in our J-Mobile app. There's two videos that you've done on there. They're both phenomenal, but one is like getting started with Zen Project Date. I send that video out. And when I send that video out from my J-Mobile app, it's an awesome video. I love that. When they get there, they can do one of two things. They can either visit your site to basically buy as a customer, or they can join your team. It's going to give them those two options: visit your site or join your team. Let's just say that they're visiting your site, they just want to be a customer. Okay, they basically go to your site. I can tell you the exact prompts. So you've sent them
hold on, let me show them this.
The video.
Yeah, so under videos, I don't have it under the mobile.
Okay.
But right here, if you go to the Facebook page you're watching this on right now, we have it on this page here.
Oh yeah, and it's called
this welcome one right here.
There it is. Yep.
But use your J-Mobile app. It's much better because it's linked to you. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's linked to you. And so when you get there, they're going to click on visit the site. You're going to want to jot this down, you guys. They're going to click on Zen Body. They're going to click on products. And when they get to products, they're going to hit the buy now button. And when you hit buy now, it's going to give you all the different kits. And like Mark says, some of the kits are going to be going away, but you'll see the Transform kit. It comes up for $3.99. And of course, right now there's still the Awaken and the Commit on there, but that will soon be gone. But click on the Transform kit. You click on Add to Cart. What you want to do after you click on Add to Cart is go directly up to the shopping cart. It looks like a little icon at the top of the page. It's a shopping cart. Go there and have them check out. Because what I had happen is somebody just kept putting Add Transform, Add Transform, Add Transform. They thought it was just going to prompt them of what to do next. And they had 25 Transform kits in their cart. They're really going to get healthy. And so the bottom line is once you click on Add to Cart, you put in that Transform kit, make sure after you do that one time, you scroll back up to the top and actually click on the cart because it will be in there for you. And that's how it looks on the app. It might look different when they're on their computers, but on the app, it's a little bit trickier right now. I'm thinking they're probably going to fine tune that, Mark.
Yeah, it will be fixed in the next 5 days. We're looking at from a university launch and the other packs being gone. But that's why we wanted to launch it about 10 days early so that people kind of start seeing it. They start understanding it. We can start leveraging the dollar sign up, but just everyone know that's it. And we got some stuff going for Oz. I I agree. For Australia, New Zealand, I'm going to email Rachel. I was just in Chile. This is the pack we want to launch in Chile as well. This is the pack, like Europe, we was the first market we launched at $3.99. It's done amazing there. We want to launch this pack everywhere with at least $100 RSB.
It's amazing.
So with everyone in Australia, reach out to Rachel. I'm going to reach out to her also, my buddy, the GM of Australia. But this is a pack it's a very simple thing. $3.99 transform, 2 bags of ZenFuse. Remember, 2 bags of ZenFuse is 60 CV. It's perfect. So 2 bags of ZenFuse a month, 2 shakes a day. Very simple message. Share with 2 people. Everyone can do this. Get your transform, 2 bags of Fuse a month, share with 2 people. Set up to win.
I love it, Mark. It's a simplicity. Here's what I've realized, that the way to multiply is only through duplication. And when you have two, like you're talking like that, that's duplication. It's much easier and much faster to grow your business through multiplication than addition. That's what I know. Multiplication, Mark.
That say that one again. That has to be what we end with.
No, because I've had this thought recently, like in order for you to multiply, you have to be able to duplicate. Many people have said I'm unduplicatable, but what you know is duplicatable is the Mark McDonald J Mobile video on my app. That's very duplicatable. Duplication leads to multiplication. I can tell 10 people to do that and they go do it, Mark, because it's duplicatable, right? And here's the thing, multiplication always will help more people and make more money than addition. Multiplication.
100%. And that's why every single one of you watching this live or the replay needs to be on next Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, because we're going to have the visuals and we're going to walk you through the entire presentation that I'm doing at Jeunesse University East on the 3-step business model. This is the model we are taking everywhere. We've already taken it many places, but this is the best it's been. This in Europe. So when we talk about Australia, when we talk about all the other markets that we're already rocking Zen in, this is the model we see power in, because it lets people get in the game early from an authentic and organic aspect. So make sure you join us next Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Renee and I are going to walk you through everything.
Mark, I'm so fired up right now with that $120 bonus. I mean, come on, if people are going out and sharing 10 of these a month, that's $1,200.
I know.
If they're sharing 5 of these a month, that's $600 extra dollars. That's $7,200 extra dollars a year for people.
It's massive.
We're changing. Yeah, it's massive. It's huge.
Well, we know, and it's a great, when we just talk about straight business, like let's just talk about, because we talk about direct selling, but let's just talk about straight business. That is on a $400 pack. I mean, we were talking over 25% commission. I think that's probably about a 28% commission. That's a great commission on anything. So you have to keep thinking about that's the power, because I always think about from a point of the reason why I love direct selling network marketing is because of the residual revenue side, that it can grow, but we also understand from a cash flow perspective. So if you can get a great front end, because that's how as an entrepreneur, I always look at business. What's my front end money? What's my back end money? See, I don't ever want to do stuff just for the back end, because you still need the front end money to pay for stuff. So now with this product, with ZP8 and this pack, you have front end and back end, which is powerful.
Yeah, I love that, Mark. Mark taught me that, front end money and back end money. Because many times in my life, I would just do things for free. And I'd say, eventually I'm going to make money out. And he's like, no.
No.
And back end money. I like that. That was a good business principle you taught me. And really with 120 bonus on the front end and the ability to multiply with your team because they're making money and having results on the back end, it literally is front and back end money. I'm so excited.
Yeah. And then by having the power about Zen, because ZenFuse is such a powerful product, is people keep using it. And that builds that residual revenue that we talk about, clean, organic, and authentic. So everyone, Renita, leave us with, so I'm excited for everything we're doing. You see me sporting Chili. I can't wait for next Monday night. Your action items are simple. The 2 things that make ZP8 unique is our PFC Everything Eating Philosophy and our ZenFuse Shake. Practice your talking points. Make sure it's powerful. Practice it yourself. Video yourself. Own that. Know the 3-step model. We're taking it all around the world, and it's launched in the U.S., but we were going to make it much stronger, obviously, at university. The other packs will go. And then next Monday night at 10 p.m., Renita and I will walk you through that. Renita, end the show for us. Give us one dose of motivation.
Start talking to everybody you know right now, because people are deciding right now what they're going to do next month, because they've been having salt all summer with hot dogs on the grill and too much beer, and they are looking to feel better and lose the bloat. So I'm here to tell you, don't wait till school starts to start talking it. I'm talking it right now so I can have some major launching pads on August 1st, because sometimes people will decide now what they're doing. They're thinking about it right now. My kids are going back to school. Heck, I was down in Arizona. They started school today in Arizona. So people are thinking about it right now, about how they're going to get their health back, because they've really let their hair down over the summer, and they're really ready to get involved with a program that works for the rest of their lives and that they can share with their families as well. So I say, start thinking and talking it now. Don't wait until you feel like everything's laid out perfectly. I mean, you know, it's like one of those things. Well, you were thinking about perfection. I sponsored 5 more people. You know what I mean? It's one of those deals, Mark.
Yeah. Hey, Renita, on a sidebar note, what happened when I grew up? Like, school ended at Memorial Day and started again at Labor Day. I feel bad for the kids these days.
Yeah, in Arizona they started already, but I think that they get more breaks because they kind of do school kind of like year round or something like that. I don't know. It's different.
It's a quick turnaround. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I started thinking about the school thing.
We homeschool.
So it's always a vacation.
Yeah. Exactly.
So everyone, Renita inspires me every day. What I love about you is that you're at a party. You came downstairs for the webcast because you're doing it every day. And that's probably the biggest thing. I'm touring. We're fully engaged every single day. If you're coming to Jersey, experience. If you're not coming to Jersey and you're not coming to Anaheim, register for the Jersey one. Let's make sure that we're helping the kids. And just know that ZP8 is on fire globally. And Canada, it's coming soon. I promise you. You know I love the Canadians. So everyone, have a wonderful night. We can't wait to see you next Monday. And Renita, I'll talk to you soon.
Adios.
Bye, everyone. Love our community. Bye.